has a funny history. There was an old tobacco war between the big British tobacco companies and the American ones. And they thought, well, how will we sort this out? So they set up a company between them. And they agreed they'd leave their own private markets alone, their own home markets alone, and they'd club together to exploit the rest of the world. This year, they sold 100 billion cigarettes. Now that's enough, we reckon, to cause 100,000 deaths. So the kids were really keen to lay out enough shoes so each empty shoe represents 1,000 deaths a year.
I'm Duncan Bannatyne and I'm making a 1-hour documentary for BBC Two about tobacco. I've been all over Africa looking at the way that BAT markets a product, and I don't like what I've seen.
Ring a roses, BAT supposes, nobody will notice when we all fall down.
Hey, BAT, how many people have killed today? BAT, how many people have killed today?
Yeah, you smile with all your money, killing all your children. Yeah, enjoy your life.
Sleep at night.
A lady I just spoke to on her way into the meeting, I said, do you realise what's happening in Africa and how many people are dying through the tobacco farming and everything? And she said, there's so many people being born in Africa, there's too many people being born, they need to die. She had no qualms about it at all.
Ashamed at making profits out of death?
No thanks.
I think it's going very well, and I think it's noticeable that there are fewer shareholders coming in this year than there were last year, and I think they're getting the message. BAT first started their African operations 100 years ago this year, in 1908, and to commemorate that sad anniversary, Ashley produced a report which documents the whole breadth of misconduct that BAT have been engaged in, from promoting the product to kids, to the environmental damage that they do, the deforestation they contribute to, and the harm that they cause the African political system by their malign influence. Actually, growing tobacco is an extremely dangerous thing. The kids often sleep in the fields and they get what's called green tobacco sickness. They get nicotine poisoning.
Okay, do you agree with child labour?
Do I agree with child labour?
Yes or no?
If at all they have no other means.
Look,
then
if
child
they've got
labour
no
is okay.
other means, the family's
Do you agree with
starving.
making your money for yourself out of child labour? Of course I do.
You do?
Of course I do. Yes.
It's almost impossible to tell how many people die in Africa as a result of smoking-related diseases. Partly because some of these countries are so poor they don't even have the resources to record the number of deaths at all. Professor Peter from the University of Oxford reckons that a million cigarettes is enough to cause one death. Now, BAT sell over 100 billion cigarettes every year. That would be enough to cause 100,000 deaths every year.
Are you ashamed at profiting out of death at all?
No, this company sells their cigarettes abroad. They don't sell them in the UK.
So you don't mind people from abroad dying?
The people dying from
Like the
making
African
the
children
cigarettes.
being used. So it's okay if foreign people die, is that what you're saying?
I don't really care. I'm just a company investor. It's not my problem.
Well, I don't know, they just shouldn't be doing it.
Are you concerned about making profits out of death? Are you ashamed at all?
I'm fine, thanks.
I come down here because I really don't think it's sick to like let them kids suffer, and really that's all they're doing is making money for themselves and not giving them any credit for helping them.
Well, the most important issue to me is I don't want young children dying from it. This is why I'm here today protesting.
Farmers are taking out loans from these tobacco companies. The farmers working all the hours they send, they can't afford to feed the family. The children are getting nicotine poisoning because they've got children working for them as well. Tobacco's
The nicotine's soaking through the fingers, they're dying of illnesses, the parents are, the child are. So we're just protesting about it.
Well, one of the shareholders was saying that they've got a choice. If they want to grow tobacco or they could grow food, it's up to them.
They need to keep on growing it though to get money for the family to pay back the loans to this company. And like what the farmers earn in 10 years, these earn in 10 minutes.
Well, we've just seen the document with pictures of young children, younger than 6 or 7, farming tobacco. We actually asked some of the BAT delegates, and I asked them a yes or no question: are you happy making profit out of young people working for you? And he said yes. I mean, if a company in Britain used child labour, it would be front page headlines. But just because they're African children, people paper over the cracks and don't care about it, and that's not good enough.
And people normally take a blind eye, because at the end of the day, if you don't know and people don't know, it's not going to hurt them.
But I get these people, agitators, always going around. I think, oh, for Christ's sake, there's always something wrong in the world, or not like that.
What do you think of the recreational drug industry and, say, crack cocaine dealers?
Well, I'll execute them. Well, I've never heard of a smoker mugging someone to get the money to pay for his habit.
BAT are mugging people in Africa in order to
I'm surprised the Africans can read anyway.
Do you read the Telegraph by any chance?
No, I'm a Times man.
Times man. Okay. Yeah.